Hey guys, here playing Nasir, and this is a security Nexus build. It's quite fun to play. So we're playing Rabbit Hole, and we're going to get our link up to 5 eventually, and then just bypass a lot of annoying ice like toll booths, ravens, archangels, Gutenbergs, whatever. Just going to go right through. Up against Chronos protocol, so... Ooh. Subliminal. And the random remote. Intriguing. Well, of these cards, the one I really want is this Katie Jones, because we need to have some money. Gonna see a hedge fund up top. Very uninformative. So if we have no idea if he's playing like a hard lockout type deck, or he's thinking more about like rushing out behind some scary stuff. Gonna EMP us. Check out our hand. He's a Nexus. We have a second one, so if he kills this one, it's fine. Like, we can't actually afford this Nexus for probably quite a few turns. And we'll throw it in the trash. I mean, we play clone chip, so he hasn't done a ton except make us use a clone chip. Can bring up the SMC, bring up the clone chip. How bad can this be? It's gonna let us through. Okay, House of Knives, I will take it. So that's gonna give us some evidence that he's thinking about killing us. Like, you can run it just as disruption in a regular type build with like Niseis, but I'd say it's more popular in a build that's trying to just pick out all your cards so you can't go into servers. So, the card that's been sitting for a while is a Jackson. Which is fair, he's going to be able to put back his EMP and his money. Gets a second Subliminal. Gonna make us run. Run all the time. Does he want to res now? Sure doesn't. Future Perfect. Well, we got 2 film critics that haven't shown up yet. I do want this Future Perfect, but I don't know if the right bid is to be 1 here, or if it's going to be 0. Just let it pass. I'm gonna try 1. I think he's gonna bid 1 because he thinks I can run again. Yes, success. Actually, yeah, that logic was a bit flawed. If I had run again, if I had bid 0 and run again, you could just shuffle the deck. So this was just a plain luck side game win. Sometimes you make the right decision for the wrong reasons. And that's fine. So he's still motivating us to run every turn with the Subliminals. But he didn't want to res this ice. Maybe it's an archer. A lot of questions about what it can be. Get that refractor down. Nah. Let's take a poke here. We'll be able to use this money from Ghost Runner if he does res the ice. Cortex Lock. Aye, aye, aye. 2 net damage. Or we pull the Faust, take 1 net damage. He'll get to see our hand. He can discard the card of his choice. Can't afford Admin 4. Which is kind of what thing we cannot afford Deus Ex. Yeah, let's get Faust out. And we can spend from the Ghost Runner to afford it. Gain a measly 2 credits. And we're gonna have that fire for 1 net. Refractor, sure. So he's full on the breaker kill thing. There's a baddie. He really just wants to empty out all of our breakers, so we can't get through any servers. So the Nexus will let us bypass an arbitrary ice, which is kind of nice. But we'll see if you can accomplish it. This is the kind of corp deck where they're losing for a long, long time, and then they get the hard lock, suddenly the runner just can't do anything anymore. So fortunes can shift pretty quick because we're not playing Levy. So once our 3 clones are gone, we're out. So he knows what we have. He's going to fire it off again because he really wants to hit the Nexus. Yeah. We got to deal with that Jackson sooner or later because otherwise it puts the EMPs back in. More recursion on the EMPs. Oh, he's going to pop it right now. He wants his Marcus Batty and an EMP back. Yeah, pretty fair. I might have taken 2 EMPs and a Batty instead. So this can be a scoring attempt. Either knives just coming out the door. Oh, we probably want that, huh? I think we do. Unload Katie, we'll be able to do a good SMC. For whatever we need an answer here, maybe Atman 4 or something. Want to keep a click left to draw. Really, Quandary? That's unfortunate. So let's search, and we'll get an Atman 4 is going to take care of a lot of problems for us. But we are going to waste it our 3 credits, unfortunately. So we can break it. He knows we can break it. I'm going to jack out here. Don't think there's much value in going after that card when it could be a death by snare. But, in fact, it's Chronos Project. Wow. So that went really badly for us. That's unfortunate. Well, let's get our money back together. Load the Katie. Get some suckers. Will make this Atman able to reach up into the 5-6 range if he has any bigger stuff. Because now Archer's online. Yeah, not hitting that Chronos. Really tough. Maybe we should have drawn an extra card and run in 4th action. We would have stayed tagged if it was a snare. I was quite concerned about snare. Oh, you got the gutted celebrity gift. Yeah, he's off to the races. We are in a lot of trouble here. Quite a lot of trouble. Like, what is happening here? Is he just daring us to go break this? We both know he didn't show all of his cards. No, he's just going to slam the House of Knives. Hope we don't go for it. So we probably... Whoops. Come on, Octagon, work with me here. This fact you can even scroll is very silly. So he has Chronos Project Negotiator in there. And then the hidden card. He must have many agendas because he didn't even show us. I actually think it's worth going in there for a look. Subliminal, no. Got a sucker though, so it's not nothing. Another Chronos project. Yeah, that's pretty good. I guess it doesn't make much sense to jam the Chronos project here, does it? It doesn't, right? What's he doing? I'm gonna bite. I don't know what's happening. I don't know he's put agendas just naked before. That's shock. You got us this time. Doesn't want the utopia. That's fair. Because we kind of want that utopia. Well, let's just load up our workshop. If we can fill our MU, then we can just run through the Cortex lock for free instead of paying $1. Just Jackson again. But he drew last click. That seems sketchy to me. Because he has an agenda, now he's stuck with it. So a couple lines here. We can film critic, case of future perfect. He's probably playing 3 of them, at least 2. I almost want to just like install, so we can run and just go for free through the Ghost Runner. It's a little ballsy. But now the Cortex is dead. We have Film Critic to cover Fetal AI, and 1 damage from shock doesn't kill us. Chronos project. No, I'll just take it straight up. Putting us on 6, and let's draw in case he has like 2 EMPs somehow. Unlikely since there's still 1 in the trash. I don't know why he didn't protect his HQ again. I guess the 1-pointer doesn't mean too much. So the rabbit hole plan, I don't know if we're still on that. Because he's not resing much in the way of ice. It's pretty cheap stuff from what we've seen. Negotiator, Cortex. Yeah, he's going to just trash the Cortex. Probably for the Negotiator. Which is a pretty good ice against us. It's got 2 relevant subs. I feel like we have to run because these 2 subliminals. He doesn't have that much money. Let's run and do it. Make some money. Oh, it's Archer. Eee. Well, that's not very fun, is it? Why do we have $1 left? We shouldn't have 1 left. Just about, I guess. All right. So we didn't lose all our stuff, which is good, but it's an archer, which is bad. We see backhoe of no consequence to us. And now we're gonna have to run another central to get 2 suckers in order to attack this. Even then we're vulnerable to like a CBS type blowout. Interesting. This is where we're hurting a bit from not just playing a regular Kate. The Nexus are 6 influence total, so we don't have a parasite, which sucks. Because we would be able to otherwise kill this archer without too much difficulty. Link is somehow at 0. That's weird. So how viable is it to hit the archives when we know there's 1 shock in there? I think it's probably not worth going there. Letting him recur subliminals is kind of sad. Well, it's actually quite sad, but I don't think we can help it. Can't res another archer. I think we're going to poke here and see what this outer ice is. Maybe this is a negotiator. Or was this here before negotiator? Crick. Ah, 3 strength. Yikes. Can get his cortex back. It's not even good unless there's a good face down one. From archives. I don't think he would have installed or thrown away a baddie or a caprice willingly. And the cortex is going to be dead the rest of this game. Because even if we didn't have full MU, the adman is still covering it. Okay, maybe he's got some kind of econ card, or maybe that's like a trick. Keep going. I'll bite. What do we got? I'll lose 1 credit to whatever. Swords. Oh. That's the one I see weren't really thinking of. Yeah, that's problematic. We have Deus Ex, but not right with us, so goodbye to Faust. Gonna take a net, which get rid of the SMC. Can't afford to play it anyway. Not that fussed about that. Subliminal, all that for subliminal. Rough. We got our sucker, so we can run HQ again, but it's single access and it's $4. It's not even that exciting. I wonder if he's thinking we're going to run this shock just because of subliminal messaging. I mean, my feeling is we can't really afford to... Oh. It's gonna gift, there's a melange. Some more cheap barriers. Boo. Got a lot of money. We are in rough shape here. He's got so much money, we're gonna have a hard time actually winning the Nexus trace. So let's just sit back, we'll get our Nexus up and running. And what are we gonna do then? Wait, I think. Swordsman extremely problematic when we're mostly an AI-based deck with the Atman Faust concept. Three subliminals come back. Yeah, they sure do. I mean, you can't even hold them all in his hand, but at this point he's so rich. Wow, did he have an upgrade that we didn't show us? Maybe he just got it. Gonna throw the snare back in the bin, or the shock back in the bin. Let that one go. We do nothing. I hope that was the melange and not like a philotic. So Refractor's gone. This crick is online forever. Swordsman, gonna be a pain. I can't remember if our Deus Ex is gone or not. No, just one clone is gone. Got 2 clones left. So really the only thing we've lost that we care about is the Refractor. Is it the philotic? Or is he going to just make sure to exile? No, he's just going to sit on it. What is the play? So assuming there's a Caprice. Can we break that remote? We can clone ship to get Faust out, which does something. Gives us some breaker power. Nexus is not even that great here because he can trace us out if he needs to. So if we host clone, we had to play the SMC from hand, which kind of sucks. I think we just host clone, unload Katie, host rabbit hole, run. Some 4 cards. It's gotta be future perfect, right? Let's try it. I think we gotta go big or go home here. Inazuma. Okay, so that's annoyingly cheap. We're gonna have to just do this. And we got $6 left. 1 MU left? No, 2 MU left. So we're gonna be able to bring this in. And we're gonna be able to get, actually let's get all 3 rabbit holes. Or only 2 actually. Yeah. Link is on 4 now. There we go. And might as well bring the clone chip out. Go to $3 from the Nexus, or from the Nasir. And he knows we got 1 sucker who can break, so let's buy it anyway. What do we got? Here's the negotiator. So we didn't even need to break the Inazuma in the end. Okay, so we got $3. Let's chip in our Faust. Trigger this to go up to 4. And I think we could let him gain 2 and don't trash a program. Gonna be in 3 cards in this. We're dead to Philotic either way. Alright, I'm gonna pay 2 and we'll break. Throw away this scrubber. And then we'll break with the SMC. Oh, baddie. Fair enough. So we're going to do a baddie trash program. He bid 0. Cheeky fellow. Was in fact cheeky. And Yusuka's going to do the ETR. Is that right? Well, if he wins, it's right anyway. But I'm not sure in general if that's the right player compared to trashing Faust, so we can't break the quandary. Oh, it was feature first. We were so close. If we'd won that side game, it would have been there. Got an RDI. We're just dreadfully poor right now. Where's the way to attack? Is it to get the RDI in line, just poke at the R&D? Stim's pretty good. So this will prevent us from breaking any subroutines. We can just pay anyway with our Nexus to bypass it, and that would get around the both ice. $15. Is that worth us killing it? It's probably not, right? If we stim, we get our RDI out. We can... He's gonna get a baddie if we don't break the crick, so we gotta break the crick. Keep baddie down. That's not bad. We can put on film critic if that happens to be something we need to put on film critic. I was hoping to see a second RDI here. Let's draw for a second RDI. No. Alright, fair enough. In we go. So we're going to use a sucker, break with this SMC, which is no good to us anymore. And we'll pay 1 to get this in. Bring our length to 5. Fire the Nexus. Let's see if he wants to pay his money to make this go. So he can pay up to 9 credits. He doesn't want to pay anything. I think that's fair. I mean, if you paid a lot, he would be able to melange next turn, which is not terrible. Actually, yeah, I almost think he should have pumped with the melange on the board. We could go kill it 4th click. But this is risky by him, because if we hit, he's toast. Negotiator Archer. No luck whatsoever. Shame. Will he melange next turn? If he won't, then I should just leave it. Negotiator Archer. What a pain. So these are both pretty useless now. So he must have discarded both his backos because he's not eager to like, we haven't seen him install any barriers this game. I guess Lady's doing work. No, he has a hedge fund, so he doesn't even need to melange. Draws presuming the negotiator. Presumably. Draw, unload Katie, run. I also want to stim again, but I would prefer to have an RDI to do that. Well, we have 2 RDIs left. Okay, it's encouraging. I think we just stim, right? I don't know if taking Katie money helps at all. Quandary. Are we gonna sack our Faust? I think we are. We've got 2 more clone chips. So what we've done here is we've done this to jump over it, and now Nasir does not trigger because we're not going to encounter anymore. The encounter is aborted. So we'll spend a sucker, throw out our other film critic. We're not going to need that. And we're going to just drop our breaker, which we have to do. We'll try to clone it back later. Gets rid of the ghost. And we get our second RDI out. And come on, show me something good. 3 cards. Melange, get out. Nisei. Nope, that's the game. Whew. So, tough game. But the admin 4 did work. We managed to deal with the archer. Got our Nexus thing out, which was pretty strong. But in fact, he had so much money, I think he could have paid more to try to keep us out. We were definitely starting to run out of gas. We had 2 clones left, I believe, so we could have... Oh, just 1 clone. Where's it? Oh, 1 is exiled, 1's in the heap, and 1's out of the game. Yeah, Deus Ex gets us through the swords in 1 time. Got the other RDI coming out, but really we're almost out of gas. We'd be just running on this. We can use the Nexus to go to HQ if we need to, but I don't think there's anything in there at that point. It's like all subliminal messagings. Huh. Thanks for watching, guys.